We're back with the Seahawks franchise. The 5-2 Seahawks taking on the 1-5 49ers from the Bay. San Francisco Bay, that is. Kaepernick and those Niners looking to improve their record, but have to take on Russell Wilson. And the Seahawks coming into this game, 49ers have struggled all year, looking to get back on the track, but the Seahawks have had a successful season so far in the first half. Cap is he the leader of the team, trying to rally his troops. Look at the stats. 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, not a good ratio, but 1,200 yards passing through the first few games. Cap, 3rd and 13 right here. He's going to toss it up, and that is the wrong team. That's Earl Thomas III with the interception. The Seahawks defense coming up big, and there's Russell Wilson's number. Almost 2,000 yards already, 7 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, a lot of interceptions thrown, but the Seahawks continue to win. Find ways to win. There's Russell Wilson. He's going to scramble, plant the feet, find Jimmy G for that first down, but the drive stalls, have to kick this field goal. Nah, don't have enough leg. It is no good. So, 49ers back on offense, 2nd and 11 from their own 37. And Cap trying to run after the rush comes in. He can run. Both quarterbacks are dual threats. Gets down to the 40-yard line. But the 49ers have to punt, 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson is going to find Curse over the right-hand side down to the 44-yard line. Russell Wilson off to a good start, 39. Here's now Russell Wilson finding a man, but no, it is dropped by Curse. So they're going to have to kick a field goal up 3-0. 49ers have to punt, and on 3rd and 20, Jimmy G, usually sure-handed, but he drops that wide open pass. But 49ers, another 3 and out. Russell Wilson's going to find Curse this time down the right side. He gone to the right, but luckily they bring him down near the 11-yard line, but he is holding his hamstring. That is not good. They already have one wide receiver. Baldwin has been out, and if Curse goes down, this will be tough, but luckily for them, he comes back. 2nd and 10 from the 11, and then boom, sack smacked as Bowman gets his first sack of the game, his second tackle. And now 3rd and 21. Russell Wilson going up top. Matthews with the catch. He went up and tries to catch it, but he dropped it. And the Seahawks have to kick another field goal. That is going to make it 6-0. So Seattle so far up 6-0. Niners have not scored yet. Now next Niner possession, Hyde, he's going to run, but he's going to be a fumble as Irvin with the strip. KJ Wright with the recovery, the second turnover of the game. As we saw the first drive of the game, the Seahawks got that interception, and now Hyde, his first fumble of the season. He has not fumbled all season until now. There's a replay. Irvin strips him right there as a clean strip. And that is the Seahawks ball. 3rd and 10 is going to find a receiver, but no, another drop. Seahawks dropping it, but Wilson 9 out of 23, 166. They settle for another field goal, make it 9-0. But the Seahawks get caught off guard by Cap and Patton all the way to the house. His first career touchdown catch. And then it happens here in week 7. Now 9-7, but now the 49ers back on defense, and the Seahawks are going to answer that as beast mode, beasting up the left-hand side. He's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and beast mode 50 yards receiving 2nd and 10 here at the Seahawks. At the Niners. 10 Curse comes in, gets a touchdown, and he's over 100 yards receiving. First touchdown of the game by the Seahawks. And it's a Russell Wilson touchdown, his 8th of the season. There you see the Seahawks pretty much dominated the first half of this game. Pretty close in rushing, passing is a little bit bigger. Average yards per play, just a 1.5. And then there you see, back here in the second half, 1st and 10, going to find Jimmy G on the right sideline. He is taken down at the 11, 16 out of 30, 288, 1 touchdown for Russell Wilson. Just give it to beast mode when you're inside the 3. Touchdown beast mode. He went over 100 yards rushing in this game. 22-10. Seahawks up by a couple of scores, and now Jimmy G from Russell Wilson. He also went over 100 yards. 2 wide receivers went over 100 yards receiving. That is Graham and Curse. And 1 beast mode, he went over 100 yards rushing, like I said, 3rd and 3. And Russell Wilson is going to find Jimmy G again. He's been the main target for the Seahawks this season, and he's a top leader in receiving an injury as Jimmy G is going to go down holding his midsection, but luckily he comes back. 3rd and goal from the 8, and there's a sack. 2nd sack of the game by the Niners. Caroline sacks Russell Wilson, and they kick a field goal here, and that would pretty much do it. That is the Seahawks will hold on to that 25-10. They shut out the Niners in the second half. So the Seahawks will go to 5-2 on the year. The Niners drop to 1-6. So coming up on the halfway point, the Seahawks will play next week on the road against the Cowboys. That's fitting. They play the Niners now. Next week they'll play the Cowboys on the road in Jerry's World. And there you see the stats right there. No points in the second half for the Niners. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you people that little like button and the subscribe button.